Welcome to your source for amplitude modulation on ham radio, the AM window.
I went over to push to talk, so it does sound pretty good. I even got the low filter on. Let me switch real quick over to the B1 with the same EQ. Okay, this is the B1 with the same EQ. I'm holding it in my hand. So this is the same mic, same settings with the B1, over. Oh, so it sounds just a little bit more wider frequency response in general on the Sterling. Okay, yeah, I'm back on the Sterling again. So, how do you like the Sterling? I kind of like the way it sounds. Leave it on the Sterling. Now, just for the heck of it, my low end cutoff is 50. I'm gonna boost it up. Now the low end cutoff is 100. How's it sound with 100? Could you hear the difference? Okay, well, I just got to dial it up. So now this is the 100. I'm using the thing on the front of the software. So this is 100 roll off. And this is back down to the 50 that I was keeping it with the Behringer over. All right, well, let me go up. Okay, now that's up to 150 now on the low end. Could you hear the difference at 150?
Yeah, I can hear the difference there. Yeah, I would turn it back down.
That's back down to the 50. So that now I got the full sound again.
Yeah, now turn it back up to 100 again.
Okay, that's 100. I think 100 might be better with this mic. What do you think?
Yeah, I can hear the difference between the 50 and the 100 now. Like, it's just, with propagation. I like it better at 100. It cleans it up a little bit.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This Sterling really has low end. I mean, it would be great for recording. I think the thing's flat down to 20 hertz.
Yeah, I think it's a little, your sibilance is a little cleaner on this microphone compared to the B1. I think this is definitely, a little more cleaner in the top end.
Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut the low cut off, and I'm going to go down to 0. All right, now I'm down to 0 with no low cut. 0 and no low cut, over.
Yeah, but don't talk like a weirdo.
Yeah, there it is. So that's got a lot of bass, right?
Yeah, you sound like, what's his name? K2YN.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, but I was just talking to him yesterday. They get in, a bunch of those guys, he gets in on 7168 during the day on 40 meters. I was on 20 again yesterday. Talked to 3 or 4 guys, Joe, W5BY out there in Texas, and W3DWD. He's out there in Lancaster County. I could just about hear him backscatter out there. So it was pretty cool on 20. It's so much quieter up there.
Yeah, the noise floor is like an S5 or an S6 here on 20 meters. That's pretty cool, man. And yeah, I've heard him on K2IN on 40 meters on 7168 multiple times. On days off, like on Wednesdays or here, I'll just be tuning around and I'll hear him there. So he's a super nice guy. I've talked to him. I've worked him on AM before. up. I don't know when it was, but I definitely have there. So yeah, he's a nice guy. His audio is real big. He's got real big audio.
He's the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, W3MMR.
I love it. W2SDR. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this Sterling for a while. It comes in a beautiful case. It's got a really heavy and fancy shock mount. I'm not using that right now. It's got 2 mounts.
How much was it?
Screws on to the base. Like the end of the mic has got a thread on it.
How much was it?
This mic, I think I paid maybe $150 for it. I've got 2 of them, ST155. And this is I don't remember now, an ST151.
Well, that's cheap. I thought you were gonna say like $500 or $600. But then when you said it, I remembered before you mentioning the price and me being astonished on how cheap it was.
All right, Amazon's getting currently unavailable. Maybe they discontinued it. Hold on, let me see. Guitar Center. $99.
What is it? What's the model?
ST151. They're asking $99 for it.
That's the one you're using right now.
Well, but this doesn't. This looks like an ST. Yeah, leave the check at the bottom. Yeah, this is a ST151. Oh, wait a second. No, this is wrong. This must be a used one. Let me check. ST155 at $199 now. $199 with the shock mount.
Yeah, I see it for $199 with the shock mount, then $100 for just the microphone.
Yeah, well, you don't really need the. I'm not using a shock mount now. It's got. Don't really need. Yeah, no, I'll tell you. It should have some kind of a mount, I would think.
There was one kind, though, man. There was one Sterling that you were using before that you couldn't get the sound right. It was all messed up sounding.
Yeah, that was the ST51. I still have that. This is a keeper, this one, right?
Yes, I like it. Let's go on AM.
Okay, and I'll stick with the same profile.
All right, W2S or W3MMR.
All right, this is the same profile on AM, W3MMR, W2SDR.
Yeah, can you scoot down like 3 kc?
Okay.
All right, try that again.
What frequency are you on?
That's good right there.
All right, I'm on 93. Yeah, this is the same Sterling mic on the AM profile that I use with the B1.
I like it.
Yeah, this is a keeper. I'm going to start using this. That's why I keep these mics. I like switching them around. I always liked this Sterling, and I never gave it a real good chance, you know. And, yeah, you should see. Well, if you lift the mic up, you see what that shock mount is, man. That thing is awesome.
Yeah, that thing, it's really futuristic looking, you know? It's like, it's big.
Yeah, it's a little overkill. I don't really need a shock mount. And but see, it doesn't come. The mount that comes with the cheap, the ST155, doesn't come with the 155. So I'm using the mount from the 51 on the 151.
Okay, I'm looking at the 155 right now. The 155 with this big like shock mount thing. Wow. It sounds good. On regular AM, I guess it's probably just band conditions and like selective fading, but the low end seems a little distorted on just regular AM, but on synchronous it sounds fine, so I'm sure it's just conditions.
Okay, now I'm looking at the, I'm sorry. There's so many numbers. This is a 155 I'm using.
Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at the 155. You're using the 155. Here's one right here, $200. Looks like with the shock mount. Look at that shock mount. It's so crazy looking.
Yeah, that's the one I have. It's the one. Now, see, I'm looking at my ALC group thing here, and I'm going up the first line in the red area, and so this with this mic, I may be pushing the audio like on CFC just a little much, you know.
Yeah, it's in your. It's pretty loud compared to what I usually hear you. See mine like when I go or on big peaks, like it'll go up to like 5 or 6, heck 5, like even up to like 8. I should probably back down the audio some. Here, hello radio. All right, W3MMR. Yeah, I backed it down some there, so that was weird. I don't know how I got turned up. Anyway, but yeah, it's definitely louder than what I'm used to hearing you. Where I'm used to hearing you. W3MMR.
Yeah, okay. Now I turned it down. The CFC post. Now it's just about hitting 0.
Yeah, I got to hear some more of it.
Yeah, okay. I don't think AM likes a lot of that compression. So I'm only peaking now on ALC group almost to 0. Now, where I had it before was up around here. Now I'm peaking to about, I guess that's 2.5 to 3, almost to a 5, or?
Yeah, I don't know. It really all depends. Like how you have it peaking up to a 5, where we started at, is I think better for all around, like for a profile to use in the morning, rough band conditions, but it's not like way too much in your face for 8 o'clock in the evening 40 over work. The other one is nice and laid back for 40 over work, but in like crappy band conditions it wouldn't fly.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a nice mic. I mean, it's built great. It's really heavy. And so I don't know if it comes with a... All right, it comes with that shock mount, but it doesn't come with the little mount that I have. Now, if I take a picture of the... I don't want to do that. I keep getting these texts from... Let me... All right, I just sent you a picture. If you look at the back end of the mic where the XLR goes in, you'll see that mount. That mount screws onto the bottom of the mic, and then it goes onto the mic boom. So that's the little mount that came with the ST51 mic. So that's what I'm using on this, rather than the real big, heavy shock mount.
Okay, I gotcha. I'm waiting for it to come through. It hasn't come through yet. Here it comes. Downloading. Oh, yeah, look at that. I see. So that screws right on there. It looks like it's built really well. Really fancy looking. It sounds really, really good on AM. Is my audio still too loud? Can you hear too much background noise, or am I too up front?
No, it sounds fine. I was listening to you a little while last night, and even when you get on the soapbox, it still sounds good.
Yeah, I like getting on the box, man. The box. Yeah, man, so that's a cool... I really like that shock mount, man. That thing is awesome looking.
I think I got an extra one. I bought 2 of them. I bought one for the 51, the other mic, so I got an extra one. And, it's really heavy duty, man, and everything. I mean, I was impressed. Musician's Friend had these, and they had an exclusive. Sterling was making them just for them. That's when I bought them. I watched a couple of YouTubes on them. Now I think you can get them other places. But some YouTubes, the guys test them in the recording studio and all, so... Yeah, I figured it's a great mic for $199, especially with that big shock mount and all, And I'm going to get some use out of it. I'm going to leave it on here. I figured I'd give it a good another shot because that noise I was getting with the B1 every once in a while. And, those B1s are really good mics, but I don't think they last real long. I know you had one go bad, and I had a B2 that I bought, and that one went bad.
Yeah, that B1 that went bad. I'm looking at it right now. I got 2 of them. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. I had it for probably 2 years, 3 years, and then I just put it on the shelf for 6 months. Took it out of the case to use it, and it was dead. So, but I have this one that you got for me, man. Which is I was gonna switch over to that last night, but I didn't feel like digging back behind the desk for the damn XLR cable. So maybe hold on a second. Hold on. See, nah, I'm not messing with that right now. It's too much back there. But anyway. Yeah, well, that Sterling mic sounds great. It looks great. I'm looking at it on Guitar Center right now, $199.
Yeah, they have it for $199. You can get it locally too at Guitar Center. You just walk right down there and buy one at the store. I think there's a guitar set. Well, I know there's one over here in Jersey I've been to before. They're pretty cool. There might be one in Delaware too.
There is one in Delaware. I've been to it. I've been there a few times. I bought cables there. Almost bought an SM7B there before I bought this one. But ended up waiting like another year to buy one. But it's nice. They're big. It's big, man. They got like everything in there. Lots and lots of guitars. Obviously. I'm going to try plugging in this B1. Stand by for a second. W3MMR.
Hi, W2SDR. Yeah, here's the one in Delaware. Yeah, it's right on, looks like it's right on 202. And they're open at 12 today, so you can, be there when they open.
Yeah. Behringer B1. Breaker.
Maybe a little loud.
Okay, maybe a little loud. Let me back off it some here. Oh yeah, let's... Alright, back down on the CFC gains there. W3MMR.
Yeah, it's just not nearly as smooth. It sounds a little bit distorted. I think it may be overdriving the input from your mic preamp, because this has a lot more output than that SM7.
Yeah, I backed it down even more. Yay! Yeah, okay. Alright, W3MMR, I backed it way down.
Look, they got a few used ones at Guitar Center in Delaware. $54.99 for a used one.
What, one of those Sterlings?
Yeah, an ST155 used, $54.99.
A 151 or a 155?
Oh, a 151. What's the matter with me? A 151. Let me see the 155. I don't know why I'm stuck on that 151. Here's a used one with the shock mount and everything used in the case, and it's a beautiful case. $99.
You send me that link? So many mics everywhere. I'm like talking into the wrong mic.
No, I do that all the time. Picking up the wrong HT and start talking on it.
So, how's this thing sound any better now?
Yeah, it just doesn't sound. It sounds hot. You know, it's not as smooth as the SM7, and it just sounds. I'm not going to say ragged, but it's just hot all the way across. You know, it's a dramatic difference between. It's just not nearly as smooth as that SM7. And this mic is in Corpus Christi, Texas.
All right, so I have to get it shipped. Wow, hold on a second here. Hold on. Yay. Hold on. Yay. Alright, the leveler was like cranked all the way up. So yeah, I'd have to pay for shipping on that.
It's starting to sound good now. Are you still on the B1?
Yeah, I'm still on it. The damn leveler was like cranked all the way up.
Well, how could that happen?
I obviously did it at some point.
Get off the drugs.
Hey, man. It's a rough world out there, Pop.
Oh, you'd have to pay for shipping. Yeah, that's you would? When they free ship that? Them people are good. That guy calls me from Munitions Friend a lot. I used to buy a lot of stuff from them when I was into the rack gear. They're really nice.
Musician's Friend. Yeah, they I've heard nothing but good things about them. See, like, I'm not even going anywhere near zero on ALC Group right now. Like, I'm not even moving the damn thing. Moving the meter. So, but it does sound all right.
Yeah, it sounds good. You have some sort of a hum there. I guess people have been telling you about that.
Yeah, but I haven't heard it. Well, nobody said anything since you know that one time, honestly. The only thing anybody ever says is if I say something and they say, "Oh, I can hear fans a little bit."
No, it's definitely a hum. It's not a fan. It's a hum. It's not loud, but it's there.
Oh, okay, whatever. I'm not worried about it until something blows up.
It sounds like it may be the amplifier a little bit, because you're running the amp, right?
Yeah, I am.
Is it hard to shut it off? put it on standby?
No. You want me to?
Yeah. Let's hear it with its standby.
All right, now it's in standby.
No hum, nothing. Quiet.
Oh well, I don't. What could that be? Filter capacitor? Like a giant can capacitor?
Yeah, that's really all it could be. It's probably how much carrier you're on. You turn it back on. How much carrier are you running with it?
Like 290 watts.
I didn't hear it that time. You got it back on?
Yeah, I'm running it right now. It said 290 watts.
All right, turn it down. Turn your drive down to it so it runs about 200 watts.
All right, that's 200 watts right there.
No, it's about the same. I think it's within specs. Everything like that is within it has specifications, how much down the hum is. I mean, there's always hum in a power supply, and it's so hard for me to hear it because you're really, really strong, and I got to turn up the volume. So I wouldn't say that it's an issue of any sort.
All right. Well, I turned the power back up. That's 300 watts-ish. Right there. So yeah, I like I can see it. Like if you go, okay, if you were to look at my signal on a web SDR, like on one of them Kiwi SDRs that have a nice waterfall, like you can see people that have hum on their signal because you can see the lines. They're just a straight, there's like 4 lines and 2 on either side of the carrier, one on the 2 on each sideband, and they're very distinct. There, but I'll see that, but I can't hear anything. The only thing I can hear is the fans in the background. I can hear the little bit of a fan, and I got the window open, and I got, this is not a quiet shack by any stretch of the imagination. W3MMR.
Well, was your fan still running when you turned the amp on standby?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's well, you should be able to. Yeah, you might even be able to see it a little bit if you put your scope on your LP thing.
I do. You can see the little ripple. Even if I turn the audio off, you can see the carrier envelope isn't, perfectly stable. It's got that little wobble to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about it. That's, well, see, that thing was made back when they had the oil capacitors. And like I said, there's not that much microfarads there, see? And to really increase that filtering, it would be very difficult because you got high voltage there. You'd have to put a whole string of electrolytics together, like that's in your AL80, and put it like across that. I mean, it's just plain just not worth it.
Yeah, I'd have to build, well, they make boards, like this capacitor boards, like for upgrading, other amplifiers, Meritron amplifiers and some Henrys, but it wouldn't be worth it. And that's not for upgrading one with an oil capacitor. I'd have to modify it, and it would just be a real pain in the ass, so it's not that big of a deal. I mean, this amplifier's been really, really working good. And I've been running it, hotter than I wanted to. Just kind of stress testing it, you know what I mean? Right around 320 watts, and the thing does not miss a beat. It does not run hot. It just works. So I'm glad I finally got everything straightened out with it, and seems to be turning out into a pretty good deal.
I'm watching it. I mean, this looks like a science fiction movie. You're watching the thing. The two things are getting close to each other.
Yeah, I'm watching. It's like a red and green dot.
Yeah. That's really cool. Really cool. I'm happy with this microphone here. I'll get that. I don't think I need the shock mount particularly, but I mean I have it, but this works pretty good. I'm just going to stick with this thing for a while. And your SM, well, it's very difficult to beat an SM7. I mean, their mics are so damn good.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Stand by. There we go. Yay. 1, 2, back. Alright, I'm back on the SM7.
Yeah, that sounds terrific. I mean, they're just flat out great microphones.
Yeah, well, see, I was using a different profile with the B1 as well. I wasn't using this profile. It was like a one that I honestly don't even know what it sounds like. It's been so long since I was on it. See, but the thing is, yay, sorry for yelling. I gotta really crank up the gain on the Presonus, on the mic pre, a lot higher than the B1, so I just was trying to get it back to where I had it. But that right there, yay. Now I turn the audio down. And this thing just sings, man. And people that say you can't get positive peaks out of these SDRs are out of their minds.
I don't know. People say a lot of things, but that's working good. Maybe they're driving it too hard, over 25 watts. Trying to drive a high drive amplifier. Pushing the SDR to more power than it really should.
Look at that. They look like high-pressure sodium lights out there, Looks like the oil refineries down in Marcus Hook. Nah, but that's cool, man. That Sterling sounds really, really good. I mean, I think that thing sounds... I don't know, it's cleaner. It sounds a little bit cleaner all the way around. It's very, very, very natural sounding. I think you're gonna like it. I've been making a recording this whole time, so you'll be thoroughly impressed. I think you'll be really, really, really happy with the way it sounds.
Oh, thanks. Well, I don't know. It's probably just me. I don't know. Just so many times over my ham career that I've had microphones, or mostly microphones, I guess, that I've used, and for some reason I put them away and I don't use them for a long time, and then I see them and let me hook this up again, and all of a sudden it sounds great. It's like, well, why did I put it away before? Well, why is it now? It just seems like then I think I'm glad I never got rid of that, because I get good reports. It's like, well, why didn't I always use it? Must have had something wrong. I mean, this is way before SDRs and audio equipment and everything else. I don't know, just keep it, and you look at things different, or people, different things. So I'm just glad I kept it, because, they don't cost much money. You're going to sell it. What are you going to get for it, And then it's like, forget it already. I just keep it. I'm glad I kept this thing. And yeah, that's a good use. I wonder how much they want to ship it. If it's $54, I wonder how much they want. Sometimes you could deal with them people. Like if you went into the the place down there. Say, look, I was online. Look at this here. Can you get it sent up to this store, and I'll buy it here? Hey, that's an idea. Then you can get it sent if they send it, so you could pick it up in Delaware.
Yeah, $100. ST155 with the shock mount, the case. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Just don't really want to spend the money right now, to be honest with you. I'd love to have it, and I have the money. I just don't want to spend it. I'd honestly rather spend it on another air conditioner. But boy, oh boy, that's a nice microphone. I'd love to have it. Well, maybe I can sell something. See, I'll do that. If I can, get rid of something to get something else, I'll do that.
Yeah, well, sell it. Sell something, or just think about it. It's always, they're not going anywhere. A lot of times I want something, I'll think about it for a couple of days, and I'll change my mind. I don't want it. So you don't have to make up your mind on anything right away. Just think about it. That's all. There's no rush to do anything. No rush to answer a question. Oh, there you go. I didn't even see that picture. Yeah, there's the old B1 there. Yeah, use the big foam thing on there. Look at that meter you got there. Look at that LP. 1.19. Now, how come you're measuring an SWR with no power?
Because hold on. The way I have it in the settings is it stays on the last. The SWR stays on the last, measurement it read.
Oh, I don't even know about that it had that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I was on 20 again yesterday. Talked to a couple of guys, 168. And we used to get on that frequency to work long path and stuff. VK, me and Joe, Dale when he was still alive, NG5R and all. So I just had it on 168 with the volume down while I was watching TV. Volume down low, not off. And then W5BY came in there. Jeff, I know him, down in Texas. He was calling Roger, the fellow I know out there in Lancaster County. And then I got on. Joe jumped in there, so a bunch of us, we got on 20 meters. It's just so much quieter up there. And, there's groups that get in on 20. It's just that the people are a little further away, than the groups like you hear on 75 or 160. But, stateside, there wasn't a great DX coming through or anything, but it was cool, and it's a nice break from the static.
Yeah, I think I heard a braking station in there. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's definitely a lot quieter there, especially since you have a Yagi. It would be even quieter than it is here. Yeah, that LP. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like right now it's 1.9, 1.9 to 1, 1.2, 1.17. And that, man, I haven't touched the tuner. It was at 1.2 down on 3835, and now I'm all the way up here, and it's 1.2 to 1. So the antenna's happy at this location. And yeah, we got my grid current meter in there. That's a grid current meter down there on the desk. Just so I can monitor things. That's how I keep an eye on things on the amplifier. There. So, Yep. That's the story on that. Yeah, we'll see what's going on with with this mic. We'll think about it and go from there. And I do the same thing. I'll think about something for a couple days, or heck, for a couple hours, and then I'll decide against it. So, man, look at this. All right, I'm gonna get to watching this space stuff here and do something else. But 2 thumbs up on the Sterling there, Pop. I'll stop this recording here in a minute and get it rendered and send it off to you so you can check it out. You'll be thoroughly impressed. I think that Sterling's a keeper. W2SDR, W3MMR.
Okay, now I'll let the breaker in. I'm going to watch that too. Now I guess that's the view on there now of inside the space station. And that's the capsule coming towards it. I don't know, I haven't been listening with the sound, but that's... Well, see, I'm so old, I can remember the first video that they had from space. Number one, they never had it live. So you saw it when they came back. I mean, it was like so rudimentary. This is like, what a difference. So let me let the breaker in and I'll catch you later. Breaker, go ahead. W2SDR here. Name is Frank.
Okay, Frank, good morning. The name here is Mark. Calls Norway 3 Radio, Mexico Radio. We're down here by the Harrisburg International Airport.
Radio, let me get the pencil out here. N3 RMR, was it? Over?
That is correct. Norway 3 Radio, Mexico Radio, RMR. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. And I'm in southern New Jersey, Salem County, about 40 miles west of Atlantic City, running an Anon 7000 DLE LD MOS amplifier. And I'm going to get you in my electronic log here, see if we've worked before. No, you haven't come up. Fine on High Spire, PA. So is that out near Harrisburg? Over.
Yeah, it's just down the river a little bit from Harrisburg. It was on the old canal route back in the day before the railroads. That's how the town got its name, because of the high spire on the tavern. That the canal toll was, you'd pay your toll here and you'd lock your, your barges or whatever around in the lock gate area, which is up behind me here, just to the north of me, about 1,000 feet or so, and you'd connect and reconnect and be on your way further down the canal as you would go. But the tavern that you would stay while they were doing that overnight was had a high spire on it like a church, and that's how the town got its name.
Oh, okay. Very interesting, Mark. What kind of equipment are you using there?
Well, I have to honestly say, Frank, this is my first time, and the other station you were working had a very nice signal as well here. He was 45 over 9. You were doing at least 25, maybe more at the moment. The equipment here is this is an ICOM 7300 into a Dentron 2500 MLA amplifier, and we're running a somewhat modified Heil microphone on this. This is my first time on AM with this rig, by the way.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I had a 7300 for a while. It sounds nice. Now, what's highly modified about your Heil mic, over?
The actual holder and button and cable and connector and everything is Heil, but the element itself is not.
Okay, well, the element itself sounds very good. Is that an electret type element that you have in there?
That is correct. Yes, it is. It is a standard, button type little capacitive microphone element. Yeah, because the 7300 has 8 volts on the audio line.
Yeah, it sounds terrific. I've got a bunch of those little buttons I've played with over the years, with different resistors, biasing resistors, and this and that, and little pre-emphasis circuits, and they're a lot of fun. Tremendously sounding, tremendous sounding elements for the size of them. I mean, really, people have, I'm sure, I don't have to tell you, you could spend a ton of money on a microphone, and you got to spend an awful lot of money to get a perceptible difference over a $3 electret, over.
Yeah, I hear these guys running these Behringers and these super hot Sennheiser mics and all this business, and I'm thinking to myself, because I normally run sideband out on 160 and whatnot, and I'm just thinking to myself, are you kidding me? I mean, It's 3 kilocycles wide on sideband, and here on AM, I have the filter on the 7300 here. It's on wide is 9. So you sound fantastic, and of course, I think that was your son. He sounded very good as well. So yeah, but I don't normally do anything, but yeah, this is kind of a test. That's why I was interested in keying up and getting a report just to see how it would actually perform.
Well, it sounds very, very good. Very, very good. Very clear, very crisp. It's got a really good sound to it. So good job on the microphone and the radio. So, all right, Mark, I'm going to sign. I'm going to watch a little bit of this shuttle here business on the NASA feed, and have a great day. It's a beautiful day here. Very bright sunshine and clear. Yesterday was a little humid, but today is just a really picture-perfect 62 degrees, low dew point in the 30s. So I'm going to get outside and get a long 4 or 5 mile walk in a little bit after this docking situation here on the shuttle. Nice meeting you, Mark. Catch you later, man. N3RMR W2SDR. See you later.
Before you go real quick, I saw the launch yesterday. That was great. Are you guys on this frequency? This is your frequency you're normally on in the mornings, or do you have a routine? Or
No, well, I have a routine, but it's not usually here. We're just on here for messing around. I personally, if I'm on AM, usually around 3885. It's anywhere between 3873 and 3885, and then I'm on a number of sideband groups in the mornings down in the lower part of the band, 3745, down that area, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, Mark, over.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I might check in from time to time and dabble a little bit more. I was about ready to get up and get busy with my day here, too. So I'm not normally on this late in the morning, but you guys were so big. In fact, I started out on the vertical, heard you there, and then I flipped over on the loop, and you were stronger there. So we just picked the one that worked the best. So, okay, Frank, have a great day. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate the heads up, and you sound real good, and don't waste it. Like you said, it's going to be a gorgeous day today. Take care. 73 until next time, and 3RMR.
All right, Mark, thanks. Thanks for reaching out, and have yourself a great day. We'll look forward to talking to you soon. W2SDR.
Yeah, Mark, and real quick before I get out of here, shut things off, and you get out of here, just want to let you know you're doing real well in the Southeast PA. Name here's Perry. The call is W3MMR, and we're located in Chester, Pennsylvania, 7 miles southwest of Philadelphia, here in Delaware County, running an Apache Labs, a non-200D, Henry 3K D amplifier, Balanced L network tuner, homebrew Balanced L network tuner there, and a 600 ohm ladder line fed 80 meter doublet. Up about 65 feet, and you're doing real well here, Mark. The ICOM 7300 sounds fantastic. Have a great day. And I'm usually on 3880. You find me between 3873 and 3885. Pretty much anytime early mornings or in anytime after 6 in the evening. So don't be a stranger. Hopefully we'll talk to you soon, Mark. And have yourself a wonderful Sunday. N3RMR, W3MMR.
Okay, Perry, very good. Nice signal. You're 35 over at times there. You dropped down, you were at 45 over 9 there. It's a little bit earlier, but sounds very good. No problem on the copy. Looks like the amp, we might have lost, we have a squirrely connection on one of these tubes here in this amp. So I was going about 500, now it's down to about 250, so I got a smacker. Anyway, shoestrings and bubblegum station here, guys. Low budget operation, doing the best we can. Hey, Perry, thanks for coming back. Have a great day, and maybe we'll drop in at 3885 sometime and yak with you. I've seen the signals there before, so enjoy it. Take care until next time, and 3RMR.
Yeah, real good, Mark. Take care. Hey, man, it's all about getting on the air. That's all that matters. Hell, if I had to tune up a bed frame on or so you can use an old spark gap transmitter to get on the air, I probably would. 730 to you, Mark, N3 RMR, and 730 to you, Pop, W3MMR, downtown, beautiful Chester, Pennsylvania. Sterling, man, 730.
Yeah, Sterling. What are you going to use Messenger?
Yeah, whatever, don't matter.
Yeah, well, I just want to know what to look for.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna send you a link.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, I'm gonna be on the side here, and 10-4 on the thing.
All right, I'll catch you. And it's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit to upload, so I'll send it to you as soon as it gets done. 7-3. W3MMR. Bye.
I heard them guys talk. You guys talk. Somebody was saying like something about people asking for their first personal and stuff like that.
Oh God.
I love it. I said, I forgot to tell you, I said that to somebody on 17 meters the other day. You know, guy's obviously been a ham probably as long as me, so we're talking back and forth. He said, did you tell me your name? I didn't get your name. I said, oh yeah, my personal's Frank. You know, I couldn't resist. And he comes back, he says, yeah, okay, Frank, and nice to know you. Yeah, well, usually on ham radio, you know, we just say what your name is and stuff, you know, and I came back, I said, I was laughing. I said, I realized that. I heard people talking about it, and I figured I'd throw that out there and see what happens.
Yeah, I'll never forget that, man. It was like my first QSO on 10 meters. And I'm like, yeah, my personals. You texted me, immediately started busting my like, what?
It's all good. Catch you later. W2SDR.
I'll always remember that, man. I'll never forget that. 7-3, W3MMR. Look at this thing. You watching this?
Yeah, I got it on now. It looks like some sort of computerized animation.
Look at that thing. It's like, there it comes. Boop, boop. All right, 7-3.
Yeah, I could say something now, but I'm not going to make sure that thing does. Did you hear how slow that thing will go when it's connecting?
No.
It's like, like 100th or something of a millimeter, 100th or some millimeter, 100th of a meter per second or something. I mean, it's like so slow when it gets up there, so it connects perfectly.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. You know. Well, we're gonna be here a while. 7-3, W3MMR.